駆け抜けてく研ぎ澄まされた時の流れ感じてよときめきへと動き出す世界は忘れかけてた遠い夢の訪れ Right on time さまよう思いなら優しく受け止めてそっと包んで Alright on time 心に火をつけて溢れる喜びに広がれ Right on time 僕の輝く未来さまわり始めてうつろな日々もすべて愛に溶け込むなんという朝今すぐ君のもと届けに行こう燃える心迷わず Right on time 時走り出せ愛を光出せ目もくらむほど Alright on time 心に火をつけて飛び立つ魂に送るよ Right on time届けに行こう燃える心今こそ Alright on time 時走り出せ愛を光出せ目もくらむほど Alright on time 心に火をつけて飛び立つ魂に送るよ Right on time Oh alright on time さまよう思いなら優しく受け止めてそっと包んで Alright on time 心に火をつけて溢れる喜びに広がれ Right on time Right on time 時走り出せ愛を光出せ目もくらむほど
Hello, everybody. It's been a while. How are we all doing? Am I coming in okay? I hope I am. My current setup is a little janky, or should I say konnichiwa, everyone. Yes, hello. I'm here. You may be thinking, Notepad, you stream at bad hours, but this is a new one. It is 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. right now. Uh, it is 8 p.m. in Land of the Rising Sun, because I am here. I'm sitting in my apartment currently. I'm sitting on the floor, otherwise known as my bed, and I have been... my current setup, to give you an idea of what my current setup is I have a suitcase, you can probably hear that. That's a suitcase. I have everything rigged to my suitcase in some variety, and that is my current desk. Yeah. It's a little janky. If I come in a little bit strange, understand that I am, it is a little laid out right now, so I'm up closer to my mic. But yeah, how's learning Japanese? Konnichiwa. That's konnichiwa, arigato, and vague flailing, and oh yeah, sumimasen. Sumimasen. You learn how to say that very quick, especially for me. And sumimasen is just literally excuse me, because I'm 400 billion pounds and comically oversized for a vast majority of the fun-sized Japan. The thing is that when it comes to like the country itself, it's like, oh well, it's stuck in like 2003 or two. Not really. The 7 a.m. Notepad. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. for me because I'm on Japan time. I'm big in Japan. This is a little bit... This will not be typical, by the way. Understand that. This will not be typical. Except maybe on Mondays if I get bored. But... this is... But yeah, like a lot of the country, a lot of the times, like when we say like, oh, it's stuck in the past or whatever. Not really. It's there. You have all the modern stuff. It's just like every now and again you see things like a 2003 ass web design, or you see things that are like clearly older than it seems. It's little things though. It's a lot of little things. That's the funny part. It's a lot of little tiny things that throw me off every now and again. And welcome to Japan. That's Japan experience. Oh, 2003 web design. See, 2003 web design is fun until here's what I can do. 2003 web design is really fun until you have to work with it. I think Miro's having an update, by the way. Come on, Miro. There we go, baby. Come on, baby girl. I believe in you. And what I mean by that is we have a thing in my business, in my company. And this thing effectively has us have to put in scores for students, because I work as an English teacher. And we have to put in scores. So imagine this is like the actual like thing for the students. Now, the actual like where we would fill in the numbers are like this. They're like slightly down below, but it's also kind of like this sometimes, and there's also a third one which is also slightly off. Now imagine having to fill all of this out for 5 students in about 5 minutes while preparing for another one. Yeah, no, it's not fun. Yeah, it's the thing is, it is not. They did it by eye. Yeah, I can almost guarantee you they did it by eye. And it's things like this, and it's like, this is our official way of doing things. And I look at it being like, I'm not like a computer design guy. Understand that. I'm not a computer guy. But like, I feel like we could make this better. like I feel like we're doing something like we could make this easier for everyone and everyone involved. It's not even like rounded corners or anything. It's like we're improvising where things are. We're kind of pretending we know where things might be. It's a lot of little things like that, and I think that really throws me off more than anything. I've got my tea here, by the way. I got an electric kettle and I made tea. Not very good tea, but it's my tea and I made it. Let's see, metamorphosizing into an alcohol Japanese salaryman. Yes, of course I am. A lot of good beer here. I am on kind of a mission from God to find all the beer that I like. Yabizu beer, very good one. Having seen anyone using ChatGPT? None that I know of. It's been a lot of, for like me, it's been a lot of like Google Translate. There have been more than one conversation I've had with people, which is frantically using Google Translate at each other because we just don't know. What's the worst here? Let's see. Adjusting to the time difference has been fine. The main issue time-wise that I've been having, it's mostly with my mom, because my mom will call me at like 4 in the morning. And my mother will call me at about 4 in the morning and be like, Notepad, how are you? It's afternoon, right? I'm like, nope, it's 4 a.m. Like, oh, she's like, uh-oh. It also does not help that me and my mom are both night owls in that regard. Let's see. Moving to different countries difficult since you lose any contacts you have in your home country. Do I have any friends in the land of the rising sun? No, I tell people I do, but I don't. But mind you, I didn't. It's not like, how do I want to word it? It's not like I had like a ton of friends back home either. Like people I actively like, let's go out and hang out. I haven't done that in a long time. I'm a very lonely person. And this is fine for me. What's the worst beer I've found? The worst one I've probably had. It's a high bar as well, because I've had a lot of good beer, and probably the worst I've had was like a weird, like, it was a weird summer beer. It was bright yellow. It was a bright yellow, like, fruit beer. It was really weird. Not my thing, but I could definitely see if it was. If someone says, I make games for fun, I'm a very lonely person. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, but yeah, a lot of the Japanese beer I've had has been pretty reliable, pretty standard stuff, pretty good stuff. The amber I had last night was a Yabizu amber, premium amber. That could have been better. I was expecting a little bit more out of it, and it came out to be pretty. I'm not going to say it was bad. It was just, not worth the $5 I paid for it. Because that's like the weird thing that I've been mentally saying to myself. Oh, that's big. I've been mentally saying 100 yen is roughly $1, but that's not really the case at all. I believe the full, if I say, I would say, like, yeah, it's 67 cents on the dollar. It's out of every 100 Japanese yen. So it's like, oh, I've been paying, like, oh, here's a 700 yen beer. I don't see it as I'm like, oh, it's $7. It's not $7. You have to remember that it's like $4.71. It's less than $5. And that's been a lot of things that I've done. Like today I had I went to a place called Tenga. It was not Tenga Tempura, it was Tenga. Effectively I paid about 1080. I paid about 1080 for a big bowl of rice, 4 things of tempura, miso soup, and it was great. Like it was a great amount of food. Like, and that's like what I've been paying for food. It's insane. Trying out Japanese style. Yeah, oh god. I've been hunting for tabletop games. Also, I want the world to remember that even in the land of the rising sun, we are still the oppressed minority. Like, we are still the oppressed. I found fucking TRPGs in the quiz book section, the Bookwalker. The quiz book section. We were condemned with a beer trivia. Oh yeah, no, it's... See, to give you an idea, where I am, I live effectively about a 20 minute, like about a 20-minute walk. There is an alleyway, not really an alleyway, but a street, which is effectively a red light district. And for context, 60 minutes in there with everyone. That's 60 minutes. They ply you with beer. Women are barely dressed. It's a titty bar. Is $33. That same shit in America would cost you like $250 easy. Like it's one of those things that throw me off. I think that's one of the things that kind of fucks with me more than I thought it would, by how cheap some things are. But there's also a lot of nickel and diming, and then you see things that are a lot more expensive. Like it was about yeah. So there's 4,000 yen here. You see 4,000 yen, about $27. That was per fucking hour. Now that was about $30 per hour to park your car in Ningyocho, Chuo City, Tokyo. That was per hour, $30 an hour to park your car, because there's just no parking. And it's things like that you look at like, holy fuck. There is no fruit, by the way. Fruit is a fucking meme. You don't think about it. You don't think like fruit until you realize you cannot find fruit anywhere. And it's like, oh shit. I noticed my back was killing me after running around class for 8 hours, so I had to go to the gym, but pretty swole to keep up with the stress. There's a few gyms around me. I have debated on $30 an hour. The boobs are more than $30 an hour. Oh no, mind you, the $30 an hour. The $30 an hour is parking. That's parking. Like parking for an hour. Yeah, like it's weird around me and like where I currently am staying, my current place of residence, one might say, because we are like, imagine like this is the station. Like if you want to go any further out of that initial area, it's like you can get there by foot, you can get there by things, but it's like you should have a car. Like cars are a lot more common where I am right now than in Ningyocho. Not to say that you have to have one. A lot of people don't. But does Japan suffer from the plague of electric scooters? Yes. A lot of electric scooters. Noticed that a lot. Noticed a lot of electric scooters, a lot of bikes. I've nearly been taken out a few times by bikes. You might also hear some noises. It's 7 p.m. here, Notepad. Where are you at? It's 7 p.m. That means you're Ah, God. You're not here. Yeah, you're not in Land of the Rising Sun. But yeah, no, it's oh, stretch. Okay, no, I'm at GMT8. But yeah, no, it's yeah, no, it's a lot of the time, like, it's a lot of bikes, it's a lot of scooters, a lot of motorcycles around me. Actually, a lot of motorcycles. Because there's a motorcycle factory not too far from me. Actually, it's probably 30 minutes is one of the bigger motorcycle factories in the area. So a lot of guys come here to get their bikes tricked out. A lot of bikers. Not like, oh yeah, bikers. Ugh. No, I mean like middle-aged dads on a motorcycle kind of thing. And it's very funny. Um, yeah, pretty normal. Yeah, to give you an idea, if you hear weird noises every now and again, I live above a barbecue joint. I live above a restaurant. Uh, so you might hear some people having fun. They close at like 10. So if I get bored, I might go down there. I don't know how long the stream. I don't think the stream's going to be very long. It's mostly a test stream to see if everything's working correctly. And honestly, it sounds... Am I sounding okay? I might sound a little quiet because my microphone setup's a little weird. But does Japan have LARP? No, they have the murder mystery stuff. Murder mystery's a big one. Murder mystery books and things like that. Those are really big. I guess you would call those a kind of LARP, but not in the traditional sense to me. If there is more hardcore LARP, I don't know where it is. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, it's probably they're out there, but I don't know where it would be. But yeah, no, it's I'm in a very conservative town, if that makes sense. Very, very simple. Also, that noise you might see. Yeah, we'll probably be in the countryside. Yeah, probably in smaller towns, like more open. I do know there is actually the best LARP that I know of. He's somewhere in, isn't Chiba, but he's somewhere in the country. Dude owns this huge tract of land, and he uses it for like milsim stuff. Like, it's just milsims. God, I wonder if I can find him. It's yeah, they're like big airsoft. It's like a big airsoft company, and that's just what he does. And I don't think it's this guy, but same premise. But yeah, a lot of these guys, a lot of milsim stuff is out here. Yeah, gun LARP is always, it never goes away. Always remember that. Gun LARP is real. Yeah. They're fucking nerds. All of them are nerds. Always remember that. doesn't matter where you go, you'll always find godforsaken nerds. But yeah, no, like, escape rooms are there. Like, I've seen a few, but not as many as I would think. But again, it's probably on like the 4th floor of a building, and it's called something like, it's one of those things where there are companies here that are like, companies are usually like stacked on top of one another. Like, to give you an idea, like where I work in this area, like, let's assume this is the big building. There's more to it. There's like a fucking Burger King here. It's like, yay, let's go to the Burger King. Now, there's this little doorway, and that leads you to like an elevator. The 1st floor is a pachinko parlor. Like, understand that. This is a pachinko parlor. They own the first, like, 3 floors, roughly. Then you have the 4th floor, which is where I work, in a literal shed. There's a gym up there, but it's a women's only gym. It's a women's only boxing gym. And I believe there's like a fucking law firm up there. There's, I think, a completely different office. There is a different, like, office entirely. And then on the 7th floor is a bowling alley. Like, yeah, like a full bowling alley is on the 7th floor of this place. And that's like how nearly everything is built around here. It's very vertical. Very, let's go gambling! Are there any art classes nearby? Live drawing, art schools? Probably. Honest to God, probably. Do I know where they are? No. Would they accept me? No. Like, that's like one thing when people talk about, like, oh, it's foreigners and stuff. Like, there's like tiers of foreigners. Like, you've got to remember that. Like, there are tiers of foreigners. But you'll never, how do I want to word this? As a foreigner, you will never be Japanese. Like, no matter what you do, you will never be Japanese. You could be here 40 years, you could be here 20 years, you might speak the language, you will never be that. And I think that throws a lot of people off. But, like, you get people like me who are, like, I work here, and I'm slowly becoming more and more kind of ingrained in the community, which is a weird thing to say, but becoming more and more ingrained in the day-to-day. Like, you could call me like a tier 2. Like, I'm an influent, you know, not fluent permanent resident, but people know me at least. Like, random guy here for the weekend, he's tier 1. Nobody likes him. No one likes tier 1s. Then you get, like, the guys who, like, have been here a while and can speak pretty well. They're tier 3. They can use the moon ruins. Yeah, that's your tier 3s effectively. Everyone likes them. No one likes tier 1s. I'm fucking tolerated, effectively. I'm endearing, but not much else. But yeah, like, if you really want to be, you know, decent, above all else are other Asians. That's the funniest thing. And another Asian is tier 4. They don't give a shit. Like, immediately, you may not even speak Japanese. You're just another Asian. You look Asian. Therefore, you're fine. There's that immediate thing. Yeah, you'll always be Gaijin. One movie about who wants to make ramen in Japan really badly. Yeah. Yeah, it's little things. And, you'll never quite. I'm there. I'm here for a year. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where if you know what you're doing and you feel comfortable in it, you're gonna be fine. But it's I've been describing this every now and again. Is like I've been describing this to pretty much everyone. It's like Japan is very professional. Like, every single thing is premised, almost like you have to put that word before anything you do. Oh, we're going to the store. No, you're not going to the store. You're professionally going to the store. And there's things that you do when you go to the store, and you have the specific things you have to do, and there's etiquette, there's things to do. It's when you go to like, oh, well, I need to outfit my house. You do it professionally. If you go eat, you do it professionally. Like, everything has that professional quality to it. Even down to things like the fucking Family Mart. Family Mart's effectively a, like, corner store. They're a corner store, brand. You see here, this is Family Mart. Now, no matter where you go, if you find a Family Mart, you absolutely know where you are. Because everything looks the exact same. Every Family Mart, no matter where it is, no matter how big, no matter how small, they will look like a Family Mart. And it throws me off every now and again, because you know exactly where everything is the second you step in, and you hear that chime every single time. And it's little things, and it's like, ah, yes, here's the clothing labels and stuff, and it's like, okay, like the 7-Elevens, like, ah, yes, 7-Eleven, but every 7-Eleven here looks the same and acts the same. And it really throws me off sometimes, because I like to orient myself around landmarks. So I'll be walking, I'll see I'll see like a little Family Mart. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here. I'll walk some more and then see an identical Family Mart, like 3 blocks down. I will get turned around. I'm like, wait, I already passed. Like, wait a second, I'm not here. Did I take a turn somewhere? Where am I? This isn't my Family Mart. That's why I've been having to like orient myself around places that aren't like 7-Elevens, Family Marts, and shit like that. Because I can't. Because I will get lost. And it's a little thing that throws a lot of people off, I think. Yeah, bodegas. They're bodegas. Don't get me wrong. But they're not as... How do I want to word this? You go to New York, you enter a bodega, there's a guy behind the counter. He looks at you, he says, get what you want. You get what you want. You pay for it, you leave. It's great. There can be weird shit in there. It's whatever he wants it to be. Here is like, oh, if you want the exact thing you want, it's going to be there at Family Mart. Like, I mean, here's my story. It's trash bags. Also, every story you've ever heard about trash bags in Japan and trash in general in Japan, completely true. It's a fucking nightmare. I have to have 5 separate trash bags for different trashes that go out on different day. It's frustrating. Family Mart does not sell the trash bags though. Only 7-Eleven does, because the city has a deal with 7-Eleven to sell the correct trash bags. It's shit like that. Like that's a weird thing. You don't notice at first, but then you do, and then it slowly drives you insane. Also, genuine question, how fast can you read? I notice you can skim several paragraphs of chat text, start speaking in tongues, then come up with a quick reply. I think it's a talent that you end up developing the longer you start, if you start streaming, if you start doing any of this kind of content stuff, you start learning about it a lot faster, and it's a trick. There's tricks to it. You just look at what people are saying, and then you answer, and then you go. Normally, I've been told I read pretty fast. I haven't genuinely speaking, I haven't really sat down and read a book in a while though. It's just time. I might try to start doing that. I should, I'm here. I got an hour-long fucking train ride on Thursday that I'm not looking forward to, but also ongoing stuffs on the internet, like all those Steam itch games. Oh, I've talked about it a little bit. No shit. No shit, governments want to do that. The thing is, every few years, every couple of years, the governments of the world will try to pass bills like this, usually under the exact same wording. Because I'm going to say this. what sounds good to you? Let's say you have two bills in front of you. So the first bill is steal all your freedom steal all your Freedom Act, where we just steal shit. Where we just steal shit from you, lol. Like, that doesn't sound very good. On the other hand, we have protect the children from yeah, okay, so here's our two acts. Here's our two our two bills in the government currently. If you're a bunch of 80-year-old boomers who don't know what a computer is, yeah, no shit. Like, yeah, let's protect the children, and that's what they always want to do. It's let's protect the children, let's protect that. They're ultimately just censorship laws. At the end of the day, that's all they are. They want to make sure people aren't saying naughty things on the internet, and if you do say naughty things, they want to have your face and ID. They want to be able to snap their fingers and be able to pull you up. Because why wouldn't they? If you were a government, wouldn't you want absolute control over your people? Of course you would. You don't want these fuckers acting independently. That's terrible. People were blaming, like, collective shout. That was, like, a big one. Like, it's... Yeah, okay. Like, collective shout, they were blaming these guys. And, now, mind you, I'm not saying... Here's the funny thing. Like these guys are, take on some of the biggest companies. They don't want to take on the biggest companies in the world. They don't want that. These guys are effectively a small team of people who are, I should add, have extreme ties to the Australian government and other various groups. Like, don't doubt that. These people are not like a grassroots campaign. These guys have connections, but you don't get shit done if you don't have connections. These guys aren't the problem. The problem is Visa. You want to know why Visa and Visa, MasterCard, and things like that are getting why they want to? Because they want to control what you can buy. No fucking shit. Because you want to know what they can do if everyone just rolls over and accepts it? Hey, you want to continue selling your product using the two largest credit card companies in the entire world? Oh, wow, okay. Instead of 5%, we want 12% of all your revenue. What are you going to do? Say no? Cool. Then you lost 90% of your business and you go bankrupt. All right. Sorry. Not our problem. That is the, that's the secret. Surprise, everyone. They're not doing it because they actually have a goal. It's because they want money. That's the ultimate goal of Visa and MasterCard. They want the green line to go up. Yeah, the thing is, they wanted, like, people like Visa and people like MasterCard, for example. Like, I can pull this up. So let's do a little fun thing. Right now, like when you let's say like Stripe, for example. Like, Stripe takes about, like, 5% of any time you use that service. They take about 5%. It changes depending on your company, but that's roughly it. And anytime you see, like, minimum card purchase, like, $5. Anytime you see that, it's the usual reason is because the companies that operate that, they take a cut. And that cut eats into it. So if you say, oh well, I want to spend $1, I want $1 to buy this, that doesn't work, because then after all the fees, they've lost money. So what Visa and MasterCard, Visa, MasterCard, etc., what they want to do is they effectively want the right to say, hey, we control what and how you buy things. Because I want you to really think about this real fast. Think about Steam. I want you to imagine Steam right now, okay? You got Steam in your head? How do you buy games on Steam? Tell me, how do you buy it? Do you approach John Steam? Do you approach Gabe Newell with $30 in your hand and hand him the bills? No, you have to go through Visa, MasterCard. You use a payment processor. Oh, but I have my own company that does that. I go through some obscure bank in the middle of Malaysia. That's great. Doesn't matter because it's gonna get filtered through Visa, MasterCard, because that's how it works. So the thing is here, you have these companies now being able to say, how far can we go? Well, we can ban the porn games, and then it becomes ban the violent games, and then you can go to ban the games we don't like. And then it eventually becomes the ultimate goal of all of these things. The ultimate end goal is pay us more, or we cut. Would you buy anything from Steam if Steam had no games? If Steam was Xbox? Would you buy anything if would you buy anything from the PlayStation Store if they said you can't buy that anymore? No. You have effectively a credit card. You have effectively a set of companies that are mostly in favor of, yeah, can't buy anything if they're not selling anything. Yeah. But the thing is, you're still going to use Visa and MasterCard. You're still going to use it. Because we're gradually becoming more and more of a cashless society. Do you realize how goddamn annoying it is to bring cash to places? If you really think about it, when was the last time you made a big purchase? I'm not talking about something from the corner mart. I'm saying like a big purchase with cash. Probably nothing. When was the last time you bought something on the internet? The internet, with cash, or a wire transfer. You ever done a wire transfer before? Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, and it's like, no shit. Like, it's, gradually things become more and more complicated. Hello. hello, Manly. Hello, Bingo Manly. But yeah, no, you're I hope that's making sense. It's not just that. When it comes to like the governments and stuff, again, this pops up every couple of years. Every couple of years they try to pass acts like these. Hello, Samus. Every couple of years they try to pass Protect the Children Act or the Online Safety Act or something like that. You get some famous ones like the Patriot Act and things like that. Every couple of years they try to make one of these. And every couple of years, it goes pretty far. There's usually a big thing that says fuck you and people, and it goes away. This time, it's not dead internet or anything like that. Because you gotta remember, Uh, you have to remember very distinctly that the people who are actually making like choices, like, is Holden Blood Feast. Like you gotta remember that it's you got Holden fucking Blood Feast. That those are the people actually making choices, and you had, yeah, they got dinged a couple years ago, and it was they effectively what happened. They got threatened with a suit. Jays, they got threatened with a suit. They said, we'll back down, and the government dropped it. They said, we're going to drop this, but the millisecond you fuck up again, we'll rip your face off. Like, that's the thing. Like, the millisecond. Now they're trying to bring it back up, but honest to God, there's a lot of people there. Yeah, when it comes to like a lot of the governments passing, again, these come in waves. Every couple of years this happens. I think now I don't think people were expecting the British law to get passed. If you want me to be honest, I don't think a lot of people were like, oh, the British one will never get through. What is it? It's the British Online Protection Act, I believe. Online Safety Act. There we go. Yeah, there we go. The Online Safety Act. Technically, no one has problems with the Online Safety Act. You know, it's effectively just putting a little bit more, duty on you. However, this effective thing is saying like, oh well, we're expanding this, and that's what they did. They expanded it, and now you have like the face verification. You got, oh well, we just got to estimate. What they want to do is they want to make sure that you're not seeing things you shouldn't, because the UK is a nanny state, but the nanny state is also the quintessential state of being that every government wishes they could have. Always remember that. Every single government wants to be a nanny state where there are no options, because it's the ultimate goal of politics is to stay in power. Holden Blood Feast never wants to lose his seat, and he's never going to lose his seat. That's not the point. He doesn't want to. And that's why you see in like the US, you see some, you see some guy who looks like the fucking mole man off, The Simpsons. Who's barely awake half the time in government, but the system is in a situation where it's like, yeah, of course he's going to get reelected every year because that's what we've always voted. We've always voted for him because you don't want to vote for anything else. It's the ultimate goal. Now, if you are yeah, banning not even the main political party made it in their platform to. Not even the main political party made it in their platform. Yeah, it's AI will learn how to use fake IDs soon enough. Oh well, it's unenforceable. Well, yeah, no, it'll be hidden behind acts like that. Understand, like, if things are getting passed. Do you want to be the guy? Here's the thing. What'll usually happen is give farmers extra money act. The Save the Children Act. Stop Global Hunger. Stop Global Hunger Act. Fuck cancer, or it's things like that. Those are the act names. Now, does the Give Farmers Extra Money Act actually give farmers extra money? No. No, but increases price of soybeans. By soybeans, producers in XYZ states of A size larger than B to increase 50 billion 50%, whatever. Like they hide shit behind acts. The big beautiful bill, exactly. Do you want to be the guy who's fighting the big beautiful bill? Do you want to be the guy going against the Children's Safety Act? Well, no, you don't want to be the guy going against the Children's Safety Act. Are you fucking insane? That will kill your career. Because it's the Children's Safety Act, of course. It's the, Save the Children Act. It's the, the Online Protections Act. It's not, we hate your freedoms, fuck you. No, that's... Yeah, exactly. You're getting the idea. Let's be honest, it's not the People's Republic of Slovakia. You and I know that. Yeah, and it really doesn't help right now is that there's been a lot of criticisms of certain events occurring in a certain part of the world that are interesting to say the least, but we can't talk about them. Yeah, no, it's a lot easier said than done when it comes to government enforcement agencies and such. I think we would all like to sit around and say, well, the world will be great. No one will do anything. But then it's usually something horrible goes on and it's, oh wait, oh that makes sense, and everyone gets justified in it. Because that's what always happens, someone gets justified and the stop children from viewing things, and little Timmy 8 ends up finding his way on Brazzers or something. You're like, my son, he found it and he was never the same after that. Why did you let him go on Brazzers? I don't know how to operate a computer. I don't know. That's what it usually ends up boiling down to. I don't know how to take care of my kids. Because a lot of the time people don't. Go to bed. Like that's the that's the funniest thing when you really think about it. It's not like it's not like yeah. Let's see, and then UK gets profile on citizens with face. Yeah, of course you want that. Come on. Because remember, don't you want to have absolute control over citizens? So if they make an oopsie doopsie, you can make them go awaysies? Always imagine you are a man in a position of power, and how easy it is to say how you want to maintain that power from ungrateful shits who don't know what you do. $10 billion more to the funny state in the Middle East. You mentioned you want to review Delta Green. Nothing new to share about it. The thing with like Delta Green and a lot of those kind of games, like I think I can go over them, let's talk about them, but then I'm like, what do I even say that hasn't already been said? Like if that makes sense. Like, yes, Delta Green is good. It does its job very well. That one version that used fucking Gumshoe isn't that great. But yeah, it's there. If there's really a big demand, there's a group of people who really want it. But if there's a big demand, I'd consider it. Honestly, if I would put it in like a case called like too big to fail. That's how I would end up wording it. Imagine a face tattoo that's actually a QR code. See, the thing is, it's impossible to enforce. So, Probably gonna get a Sword World pug for research purposes. Easier said than done. Far easier said than done. I should get a pug one of these days. But I did buy the actual Sword World book. Like, I did actually get the Sword World book for 990 yen. And I got Dracu Rouge, yes, Dracu Rouge, which we reviewed. I got that for 440 yen. I got it for like $2. I added the quiz book section. The sad thing is that, you know, yeah, Sword World was $8. Yeah, Sword World was $8. And it's in one of those tiny books. Like, it's not a very big book. Like, the way that you, yeah, like, paperback bunkos are, like, the main way, like, these are very common. It's hard to get, like, a good, like, view of these, but they're not, like, they're not the size of what we would consider to be a normal book. That's an oversized book. Like, they're smaller. And they're on looser paper. So yeah, they're smaller, they're cheaper, they're easier to make. So yeah, it was like $7. It was great. You gotta remember, Simber, when it comes to video games and things like that, when it comes to video, most people don't care. They buy Call of Duty, they buy FIFA, they buy sports games, they buy what they like to buy. That's it. But there's also people out there who have never played any other game than StarCraft. There are people out there who have played no other games except Overwatch, no other games except, you know, fucking League of Legends or anything like that. Like, the fact that people play other games, that's a very odd thing. That's a niche of a niche. Like, there aren't many people who actually do that. People keep to their little, people keep to their own little private Idaho. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? No. But you also have to remember, the guy who buys an $80 roster update, that's the one video game he buys every year. That's $80 isn't a lot, if you really think about it. What, $80 out of the year, and every day after work I get to play that? Cool. Oh, cool, there's a cool update. Ah, cool. Ah, neat, I get to do that. Ah, cool. I get to play with my friends, I get to hang out with my guys. And then next year it comes out, and you're like, ah, cool. It's $80. Alright, who cares? Like, you don't care as much. But if you buy 4 games a year, then suddenly that gets a lot more expensive. You buy indie, you care about indie games, it's a lot more expensive and things like that. But it's also, you know, bringing it back to what we do, tabletop role-playing games. But when it comes to, like, tabletop role-playing games, it's like, I've been GMing for over a decade now, and I've played nothing but D&D 5th edition. Yeah, people get bored of video games. It's a hobby. It's a side thing you do after work. You grow up. You stop caring. You can't mod the game for a roster update. You can even add Shrek or have a team comprised entirely of Ronaldo. People don't know how to mod. Why do you think people buy consoles? People buy consoles because computers are big and scary. You don't know how to mod these things. You don't care. Why do you think people... How do I want to word this? There is no reason for someone to buy, like, a level up booster. Ever. There is no reason for you to. You buy a level up booster because you don't want to go on a private server and do it that way. It's easier. Because that takes time, effort, and no one else does that. Like, oh man, I want to do that. I want to mod it. No, people don't know that. People would look at you like you're insane if you said I use Nexus mods. There are people who have never played Skyrim modded. And there are people who are completely happy with that because they played it on a fucking Xbox 360 and they don't care. That's not something they care about. That's not something they are in that world, really. Again, the fact that you know what modding is does put you in a different world than other people. The fact that you know what different video games are puts you in a different world than other people. But that's just one of those things. There are people who only play Dead by Daylight. That is the only game they play. They do not play any other games. They will say, if asked, are you a gamer? They'll say, yeah, I'm a gamer. I play Dead by Daylight, and that's all they play. They've played no other games, and they get very confused when you ask them about any other games or game news or anything. Because they don't know and they don't care. Why would they? They play one game. And I think that's happening more frequently over time. That happens a lot more than you would think. Well, I don't care about any of that. Why should I, right? Why should I care? It's not my game. It's not my... it's not... They don't follow video game news. Like, it's one of those things, like... Here, let's go on naughty side. Let's go on 4chan. Like, the reason people know about Warhammer Fantasy, like, you see this Warhammer Fantasy girl here, you see her. The only reason this art piece was drawn was because of Warhammer Fantasy Total War. This is the only reason. If that wasn't there, this would never be even in that popular zeitgeist. It wouldn't care. Oh, what do you mean fantasy? I've always been a fan of fantasy. No, you fucking weren't. You were never a fan of fantasy. You only give a shit about fantasy because Total War, fucking Warhammer Fantasy made $1 gazillion and you played that. You've probably never touched a model in your life before this. That's why you get games like Age of Sigmar not doing too well, where it's like, well, we have this huge fan base of people who love it, but then, like, no one gives a shit. People just care about their, like, one thing. And it's like, oh man, I want to bring over fucking, like, this is known. I'm not revealing any names. I'm not going to reveal any names. I know who's behind things. Like, this is the thing. I'm not going to I'm not going to name any names, but I know some names behind it. But Sword World 2.5, this is getting a complete... Sword World 2.5 is getting an official English translation. Getting an official English translation. And everyone's like, wow, this is going to be the next great big thing. I can guarantee you they will not sell 5,000 copies. They will not sell hardly any copies. Just like all these other games haven't sold really all that much, all things considered. We would love to say, oh, Tales of the Valiant sold a ton. Not really. Because the number of people who want to play Tales of the Valiant or DC-20 or MCDM RPG are vastly lower than the people who do not know they exist and like playing D&D and play their version of D&D and don't understand that there's another world outside of that. There's a lot of difference between people saying it and a lot of people different, yeah, Total Warhammer. Yeah, it's... No one knew who the fuck Balthazar Gelt was. Now Balthazar Gelt is a thing gamers know about. Welcome to Astalia, gentlemen. No one gave a shit about him before. No one gave a fuck. Yeah, it's... a lot of informed Sword Worlds, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, anytime you say, like, ah, yes, the majority of people say this, understand that you're probably here. You're not the majority. and people getting as up in arms about like the Gooner game thing, you know, like, oh, itch.io is removing my Gooner games and stuff like that. They were banking on that, by the way. They were banking on only these people of this vast majority would actually care. And there's a lot of people who are saying that. A lot of people saying, yeah, it's a good thing that all these weird porn games are getting removed. You know, that's the right thing to do. You know, I think it's cringe, therefore we should get rid of it. Why are people buying Metal Saviors? Don't do that. It's awful. It's a terrible game. It's not perfect yet. But like, people want what they already know. That's the unfortunate thing. Yeah, the unfortunate reality. But you can kind of apply that to a lot of different... You can apply that to a lot of different aspects. Ah, yeah, you love movies. Yeah, I love movies. What's your favorite movie? Oh man, I loved Infinity War. Like... Infinity War is a cinematic masterpiece. And you're like, oh, okay, that's neat. Have you seen anything else? No? Man who has never seen anything except The Boss Baby. Damn, this is giving me big Boss Baby vibes. It's a lot of the same idea. Oh, and it sucks. But it's the nature of the beast. But yeah, people don't really, people don't care. Always remember that, kids. People do not give a fuck about things they don't know. And people don't know a lot of things, because people are flawed. Let's... anything fun on it? You know, we haven't done... We haven't done it in a... oh, okay. I should... I should be a good boy, and let's do work like we said I would do. More rules light slop. Oh, I wonder what that game's about. Let's... a lot of solo games. A lot more. People keep telling me I have Wilderfeast in a list to do. Ay caramba! Let's see. Solo journaling. Solo journal slop. Crows, 1230 playable species, class paths. It's free D20. It's another D20 game, but who are you, Clockwork Raven? Why do I feel like I know you? This is pixel art stuff, it looks like. I mean, that's definitely a thing. And Gameson, I remember, I think it was Horace mentioned that one. Rulings over rules, giving you freedom to shape your narrative. The best of Morkborg. Oh, how I feel pain. How I suffer knowing that this exists. Oh, everything's gonna be in yen now. Oh no, everything's gonna be in yen. Oh, what a tragedy. Everything's gonna be in fucking yen. Gotta convert it. Yeah, gotta make sure I reconvert it back into real money. Let's Gamma Tabletop Games. Let's see. I want to sort it by... We'll do newest. We'll go down a few of these. Oh, Brindlewood. What's your Japanese level? Tourist. Disgraced tourist. Does 2chan have an equivalent of TG? Vaguely. They get put under... It gets put under like 3 different things. Oh, God. My nose is bleeding, by the way. Like, let's see. We'll go through this, and I probably will call it there, because my nose is bleeding, and it's weird. Let's see. No matter what, God forbid we don't see our Gooner TRPGs. What would we do if we didn't have our Gooner models? C'est la vie. Horror RPGs. Kill your bot. Let's see. OSR. Cool. Adding guns to OSR. Neat. Let's see. Cursebound, Hyper Crisis, Medieval Towns, Gooner STLs. We keep gooning. You don't understand. I need to keep gooning. Is that even allowed? Like, I'm curious. I need to know. That's a coloring book. Stop that. You coloring books don't go here. This is tabletop games. Stop it. More solitaire games. I've been interested in solitaire games, to be honest. Trying to get more into, trying to learn more about it. Not just because I'm lonely, but because I think they're interesting design-wise. Let's see. Frontiers of the Empire. Compass Games. Compass Games is a ridiculous studio because they pump out like amazing shit every now and again. They're like, yep, here it is, $20 please, and they leave. Anime and comic book RPGs. Core rulebooks and expansion collection. Oh, Dice Gum. Yeah. Why are coasters here? Stop it. Stop it. These aren't tabletop games. Stop saying they are. I hate you. Kill yourself. The nicest way possible, but please stop. No Man's Land, Gothic. Wow, there's fucking nothing. This is pain. Man, this is agony. I want you all to know this. A real life RPG, this mobile RPG. This isn't even a TRPG. Like, this isn't even a TRPG. This is a fucking phone game by a guy literally named Chad. Like, Romantasy? I do not know Romantasy. Let's Google that. Oh, you mean romantic fiction? Stuff like that? Yeah, because women read. Here's the thing when it comes to like Romantasy. The big thing here is because of things like book talk. You want me to be perfectly honest, it's book talk. And it's the exact same books over and over and over again. Because these things sell amazingly well, and they don't even need to be written well. Like the Fourth Wing, I believe that's like Fourth Wing doesn't need to be written well. That's not the point. The point isn't that there's like it's written well or it's a good book. It's the fact that there's a pair of pants that you can put on, self-insert, to have, you know, gratuitous sex with, you know, Chad McProtagonist person. and you also fly a dragon named Jessamy, Jessamy, Ebonheart, fucking Violet or whatever. Ebony Bleakheart or whatever. That's my OC name. They're OC characters. That's all they are. And that's the entire point, is that you make an OC with them. And then you just endlessly shill it, and it's like, it doesn't matter if it's good or not. All that matters is that you want to have graphic sex with Zayden Riorson or whatever. Come on, don't you want to have sex with Zayden? Isn't he the sexiest man alive? Yeah, isn't Zayden who's let's see, Firthwing, Zayden, and yeah, let's see, it's Violet. It's Violet Evergarden. Violet Weapon Heart. Not Violet, Violet, and yeah. Oh no, we gotta have it's the exact same book, over and over and over again. That's the secret. Well, yeah, Gooner fiction sells. If your main advertising is now coming from some girl who doesn't know what third person is anymore, then yeah, you're gonna start doing that. That was like a big thing, like, oh, people don't know what third person omniscient is. It's like, yeah, people fucking don't know what third person omniscient is. Do you realize how difficult that is to explain to someone who doesn't know how to fucking read? That is porn novels. Yes, they're porn novels. That's all they are. Shadow Dark. Eternal, like a lot of card games out. Let's see. Beholder Dice Tower, Barbecue. Yeah, this is. Yeah, no, nothing's really. Oh, more Gooner. We love Gooners. You're not even trying anymore. Hag 28. That's Turnip 28 probably. Good old Turnip 28. Nothing's ever gone. Shifting decks and terrible tides. Ah, yes. A 5e compatible survival horror of trench warfare and burning ruins. 'Cause, that's what I want when I play 5e. Fucking mecha guns and trench warfare. Yippee-ki-yay. I feel nothing. I feel empty on the inside. Please send help. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Grim punk role playing. Like what is that even? Oh, it's Daggerheart compatible. Art inspired adversaries. Oh no. Okay, that's something, right? That's something to work with. Wow, this is atrocious. I want you all to know that this is truly the worst shit I've ever seen. Oh. Okay, a solo game. That's cool. That's 5e slot. God. It's Shadow Dark. Yeah. I love Shadow Dark. Like, native English have no idea third person there. A lot of people are finding it more difficult to do, like, third person omniscient. Yeah, he's the man of the cave. He's gonna return to the cave and he's gonna still get beat up by others. Yeah. Pretty much. And just from Dragonbane, Drakar Akdemenor. Let's see. A lot of Shadow Dark stuff all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden. I guess it's always been there. Yeah, I looked at Shadow Dark. I'm like, well, this is boring. Like, okay, you want to play this? It's. I think that people always took my my opinion on Shadow Dark not quite the right way. They're like, oh, you hate Shadow Dark because it's popular. I'd be like, no, I think Shadow Dark's fine. It's just another one. Like, I don't know why people are like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's not. It's another D20 game. You know how to play this already. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. Don't think you're doing something new when you're doing the exact same thing you've been doing for 50 fucking years. And the only game that you have ever played is Dungeons and Dragons. Like, this isn't 50 years of innovation. This is fucking 50 years of going in a circle. That's just porn. You're not even trying. Why is Tato on there? He shouldn't be on there. He's too busy not being as popular as Miku. Ah, yes. A 5e based space crawl space opera game. What would I do without the 5e inspired space opera game? Have you ever just felt pain? Like just apathy. Like a burning apathy over the whole thing? Yeah. $3,000? What the fuck are you spending $3,000 for? Why do you need $3,000? You have to say, why do you need this money? Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Ugh. Innovations. I was reading 4E supplement on it. I thought it's tripping seeing Shadow Dark in there. It's literally the Underdark, like in the Penny Arcade. Yeah, it's the Shadow Dark. Still using AI, what the fuck? Like, yeah, if you're using AI slop, you probably don't need that much, unless you are very specifically saying, I literally do not have an artist right now. I need money to get an artist. The only way I can get money is through Kickstarter. So kickstart this and the AI art will go away. Be like, no, we're gonna use it. Be like, don't do it then. Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that Neo. Let's see, Neopets TTRPG. This is a year ago. Made its money. Let's see, do we have any updates? What? Tariffs and Brightvales. This is back in May. Let's see. You haven't been forgotten. I'm just trying to get loose ends tied together for things at SDCC. Well, they're still doing things. Yeah, looks like they're still doing things. They're still updating, but I think probably something comically bad happened, and people don't have money. God bless them. God bless them. They keep trying. God bless them. Lamentation flame kills guys at the get Notepad. He has his body pillows confiscated. Effectively, yeah. Yeah, Save RPGs Act 2025. You know, me and all the other me and all the other dissidents are lined up against the wall and shot. Our final words. Fuck T20. But yeah. So, I'm back. I am alive. Probably we'll be doing like an alternating streaming schedule a little bit if I want to be a little bit specific. I'm gonna call it here because it is getting a little bit late. You know, 9:30, and I don't want to keep my. I'm pretty sure I have at least one neighbor. I don't know who. I have not met my neighbors yet. I have not seen them. I know there is a light on sometimes at night, so I'm like, okay. I'm pretty sure that you're still here, but I don't know anything else beyond that. So, I'm going to be kind, call it, and I don't want to drip blood all over me. So, Kickstarter is a meme, always will be, always has been. So, what's the 411? What's going on? So, I have my work off on Mondays and Tuesdays. But that's when I am off. A lot of the times it will be later. Most likely coming out of TV and or monitor at night. Yeah, real. When it comes down to it, Monday and Tuesday will be streaming. Monday, Tuesday will be streaming, and possibly Wednesday mornings because I don't go to work till fucking 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. Kind of a depends on the situation kind of thing. That'll probably most likely that'll be Wednesday mornings will be our Sundays, quote unquote. The get shit done we didn't get done previously. Also, thank you very much for following Summer 6. Thank you very much. I don't sound great right now. Hopefully that gets better. I will be getting actual tables and things like that next week, so that'll be fun. But today's stream went a lot better than I thought it was going to, so I'm happy about that. Perhaps I just read something wrong, but yes, thank you all, as always. I will always be available, you always know me. Probably next Monday, we will begin. I'll probably do a morning stream on Monday. Probably be morning streams on Monday and Tuesday. A morning stream for me, mind you, is a night stream for everybody else. So it might be a night stream on Monday and a night stream on Tuesdays, a morning stream on Mondays. I don't know how that's going to work. We might just have to play it by ear a little bit. This one's been a little bit weird. I meant to do it earlier today, but I got caught up talking with people. Because I don't think it's... there is something very appealing about being able to talk with other people in your own language and talk about what you've been doing and the problems and issues you've been having and people who kind of get it. There's something extremely nice about having more human beings to talk to. And not even like, oh man, you're all bad people, or no, it's just... This is just nice to talk to people. But, thank you. Hopefully next week, I'll probably be putting some updates on the server, working on City on the Hill. I'm waiting literally on payment for that, so we will have to wait on that a little bit. And hey, that's the fun part, right? We love waiting around slowly for things to happen. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, depending on where you are. Godspeed, good luck. I'll hope to see you again sometime. Toodles!